Good morning, metalheads of the internet, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Metal Meltdown. Today we are talking about the latest studio album from Finnish melodic death metal crew Kalma, entitled Kalma. It's a self-titled album, obviously, but before we do that, I first want to let you know that by popular demand, the Metal Meltdown is hosting a very special Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom drinking game. Today, we're gonna drink, sing, party, shoot the shit, ravage Hyrule like a bunch of absolute fucking maniacs, and it all starts at approximately 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anna, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pumped would you say you are?
11.
11?
Yeah.
Why 11?
Because we're going to have fun.
Because we're going to have fun?
Yeah, we're going to party.
Those are pretty good reasons. That's fair. That's fair. Those are good reasons. There's a link in the description of this video. Click it. Join the party. We're going to be streaming most of the night, so don't feel bad if you don't show up right away, or if you only show up for a bit. It's all good. Pop by, say hello, have a drink, party, hell yes, have fun. I think that's it. Do I need to mention anything else? Did I mention that we're gonna? Did I mention we're gonna party and have fun?
Yeah.
Okay, but just in case I didn't, we're gonna party and have fun. See you there. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's finally start talking about this self-titled album from Finnish melodic death metal underdogs, Kalma. These guys have been kicking around for just about 2 decades now. They're one of the most consistent bands in the genre. They may not have ever reached the heights of a band like, say, Amon Amarth or Children of Bodom or In Flames or Arch Enemy. But they've also had no major duds, no major controversies. They're a very reliable, safe source for good old-fashioned, over-the-top European mellow death madness and drama. And this brand new self-titled studio album, their 9th studio album overall, is absolutely no exception to the rule whatsoever. Everything that Kalma have done so very well over the course of their career can be found all throughout this record. Glistening neoclassical shredding guitar and synthesizer pyrotechnics, epic melodies, massive scale and bombast. Now, a fun-hating cynic could argue that the album is a tad predictable, and in their very slight defense, it is fair to say that Kalma aren't exactly doing anything all that brand new or exciting or revolutionary on this record. But I don't know, I just don't care. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's just something about the way that Kalma specifically arranges everything that it remains incredibly interesting to me, incredibly engaging and entertaining. So what if we're using the same old recipe as before? The original recipe was fantastic. Don't fix what ain't fucking broken, you know what I mean? Opening number Haunted by Guilt kickstarts the album in epic, menacing fashion with some absolutely dirty, in-your-face, abrasive thrash metal riffage. Some very fast, gnarly downpicking here. It honestly sounds like somebody trying to rev up a chainsaw. Very soon, some more dynamic twin guitar melodies are introduced. Some more mid-paced, chugging, bulldozing riffs and beats as well. Some barking vocals. Just honestly a total beast and banger of a number. Honestly, kind of a perfect way to open really any kind of melodeath record, but especially one from Kalma. Following track Veil of Sin keeps the momentum going with some strong, burly, muscular, classic heavy metal, melodeath riffage, some nice Iron Maiden-style gallops and twin guitar melodies as well. There's also some pan flute or I think maybe synthesizer kind of in the background of everything, playing alongside a lot of the guitar leads. It gives this whole thing kind of a fantastical, otherworldly feel, like I've been transported to an ancient magical dimension. I'm in Middle-earth or some fucking shit. It's cute. I like it. It works quite nicely. And it doesn't compromise the brutality and the scale of the number either. Then there's Home Sweet Hell, which does a really good job at going into more bombastic, eccentric, cinematic territory without being overwhelming, without coming off as being really cheesy or unnecessary. Tons of crazy, triumphant guitar pyrotechnics, and absolutely massive chorus, some cool synth work. You can even hear some neoclassical harpsichord and keyboard work all throughout as well, often playing alongside the guitar parts. Honestly reminds me of something that Children of Bodom might have put out back in the day, albeit not quite as high octane and in your face. The appropriately titled Tons of Chaos offers up some of the bulkiest, heaviest, most muscular, beefy riffage on the entire album. Tons of neoclassical flair and sizzle on display here as well. Definitely destined to be a live staple, though my favorite track on the record might be No Words Sad Enough. It's like a full-blown melodic death metal power ballad with like weeping cello and very rustic, organic acoustic guitar, some softer, almost whispered spoken word-esque vocals in the very beginning. Eventually it does blossom quite proudly and defiantly with some more standard mellow death flavors and tropes, but all the while it remains a very emotive cut. Closing number, Drifting in a Dream, is great too. It takes a lot of those energies and vibes and just kind of takes it in a slightly different direction. Like, it's a very slow-paced cut with darker, crushing heavy metal riffage and some lush, evocative orchestral sections and synthesizer work. And it's also a little heavier on atmosphere, I would say. I really like this section near the very beginning where there's some really isolated piano and just these kind of like really natural kind of sounds, almost like the sounds of nature. It's genuinely very pretty and it kind of immerses you in this very mystical moment. I think sometimes the bombastic nature of the music does kind of fuck with the mixing and mastering of this record, not intentionally so, but sometimes it does feel a little busy, a little bit hectic, and things can start to blur together and get a little noisy. That being said, that's the closest thing to any kind of criticism I have whatsoever for this thing. I think it's clean, punchy, fun, straight to the point, very little fat and filler to speak of. Everyone does a fantastic job consistently, performance-wise, across the board. I'm feeling a very, 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 very strong 3.5 out of 5, dangerously close to a 4 out of 5. Had it been more inventive, had it been more imaginative, I think I could justify a 4 out of 5. I think I could picture myself giving this a 4 out of 5. I don't see any reason why a Kalmah fan would not be absolutely over the moon and elated with this fucking thing. I think anyone just looking for some fun, goofy, but still like really cool, brutal Finnish melodic death metal is gonna have a blast with this. Anyone looking for a good gateway into Kalmah, like if you've never heard of these guys before, by all means, check this record out. I wouldn't object to hearing Kalmah do something a little bit different on another studio album, but hey, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and it's hard to argue when the results are as good as this, so I won't. Fuck it. I will just shut my mouth and enjoy this record for what it is. 3.5 out of 5, a very stupidly enthusiastic one at that. Definitely check this out. And that is it for the Metal Meltdown. I'm not an expert, nor do I claim to be, so what do you think? Do you like this record? Do you not like this record? And what do you want to hear from me next? And thank you for watching. Make sure you press subscribe right here so you get updates on the Metal Meltdown fucking immediately. Make sure you check out the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom drinking game live stream later today. Join us on Discord, blah, 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 blah. And as always, you have yourself a fantastic fucking day.